Last week, we saw quite a significant drop from the price of Bitcoin with a slight recovery over the weekend. What is that critical level that Bitcoin needs to hold for the bulls to perhaps still have a chance for upwards momentum here to the upside? Today, I will share with you that critical level that needs to get hit from the price of Bitcoin if the bulls have any chance left for upwards momentum. Also remember that 10% cashback deal from Bluffin is not going to last forever. For a limited time, up until the 12th of September, the money that you deposit into your Bluffin account, the features account section, you will get 10% cashback to trade with and keep the profits or use it towards fees. To benefit from this amazing deal, go down in the description of this video and you will see under exchanges, the first link is Bluffin, where you get that 10% cashback, no KYC required, and this is also valid for existing and new users using the link to sign up today. Let's go and analyze the price of Bitcoin together. Looking at the price of Bitcoin here on the 4-hour time frame, you can see I've been tracking this potential bullish flag here to the downside, also referred to as a bullish pennant. Okay, and we have lost this pennant on Friday, and then over the weekend we found recovery back inside the pennant where we failed to break down, and currently we are back inside the pennant. So that is bullish sign number one, is to say that we want to get acceptance back inside this pennant for potential breakout here to the upside. The second thing that I'm watching over here is to say that, well, how are we going to react at this trend when we get there? Okay, it is very important now that price has found a recovery back inside this bullish pennant. What you would like to see is a breakout for continuation here to the upside. It is absolutely critical looking at this bearish structure over here where we formed a high, a lower high, lower high, lower high, and so the momentum continues here to the downside, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. For Bitcoin to have a chance of a reversal here back to the upside, the most important level that I'm watching over here is the level here at the 50% FIP level at $57,000. If the bulls have any chance for further upwards momentum, what you would like to see is for us to claim this level over here. If Bitcoin can find the strength to successfully break from this trend over here and it continues momentum here to the upside and we successfully reclaim the $57,000 area, I would say the probabilities then increase for us to go and take the high here first before we take the low. It is absolutely critical for Bitcoin to reclaim the $57,000 area. That would potentially also be a break of market structure where you have a high, you have a low, perhaps we are now forming a higher low, and what you would like to see is for market structure to change for us to go and form a higher high. Then you come back for a retest, you form a higher low, and so the momentum continues back to the upside. So that is why it's so important for Bitcoin to reclaim the $57,000 area over here. Also, from an Elliott wave perspective, without going into too much detail, is that this looks like a 1-2, and this could be a combination of double 1-2s to the downside, where you have 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and so the momentum just continues here to the downside. One of the important levels that we've already hit to invalidate the potential fifth wave to the downside is that we have tapped the 0.618 over here that I highlighted during my Saturday stream. When you take a FIP here from the high to the low, okay, we have now, because we tapped the 0.618 over here, it does slightly increase the probabilities that we could potentially come and claim this high before we claim the low again over here, because that invalidates a potential where you have a 3-4, which has a maximum target of the 50% FIP level and a fifth wave here to the downside. So the fact that we've reclaimed the 50% and now we tap the 0.618 over here does slightly increase the probabilities that we could go to higher levels. But regardless of how the structure plays out, the most important level to watch over here is this pivot over here at $57,000, because that will also invalidate double 1-2 combos here to the downside, where you potentially have that 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and it just keeps on building up and it keeps on building up to the downside, because once you claim this pivot over here, it invalidates another 1, 2, 3 to the downside. So as long as we do not claim this pivot, the possibility for another 1-2 and another wave here to the downside is definitely still on the cards. So this is also why, from an Elliott wave perspective, also from a market structural change perspective, it is critical for us and for the bulls to still have a chance for momentum here to the upside to claim the $57,000 area. Then from a bearish perspective, I mean, it is quite obvious what you would like to see. If you're a bear and you're planning to short the levels over here, this is your clear invalidation for more downwards momentum to come. We have also not tapped the 0.786 here just as yet. We have slightly, ever so slightly, front run this level, and a little bit below, we have a weekly naked point of control at round about $52,000. So if Bitcoin is not able to break through this trend successfully, perhaps even rejecting here by the 786, it is definitely still a possibility to form another lower high over here and for continuation to the downside to come and take this low once again. And perhaps let's see how we react at this $52,000 area together with the 786. That is basically the last support that we have from a bullish perspective. If the bulls lose this area over here, I would say a great possibility to come and claim the low and even go as low as $45,000. So for the bulls, it is critical that we have a successful breakout here to the upside and we claim $57,000. For the bears, you want to see a maximum target of $56,000 for potential reversal, maybe a fake out of this trend where you see the fake out price slows down, you see some bearish CVD for momentum to continue to the downside to come and take this low, and then we observe the price reaction when we get to $52,000, where we have the 786 and also that weekly naked point of control that can provide support. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like more detailed trading analysis, please go and select the first link down in the description for our Legends trading community. I hope to see you inside. And then until the next one, cheers for now.